Listen closely because what you're about to hear has social media in absolute chaos, timelines overheating, and comment sections at war. Before we go any further, let's set the record straight. This entire situation is rooted in online rumors, behind-the-scenes chatter, and heavily speculated narratives meant strictly for entertainment. That said, very few people are actually surprised. Feelings were clearly intense, and what once looked united now appears to be cracking at the seams. Over the past 48 hours, the internet has been flooded with talk that Claressa Shields and Remy Ma may have reached their breaking point, while Papoose's side of the story doesn't match what alleged insiders are suggesting. Screenshots began making the rounds, old clips and interviews suddenly popped back up, captions that once seemed harmless started looking really intentional, and fans swear the puzzle pieces are snapping together in unexpected ways. According to what's going viral, both women allegedly feel played, misinformed, and deliberately kept in the dark, while Papoose is accused of steering the narrative. Some rumors even claim private conversations were exposed behind the scenes, putting friendships on edge and loyalty under a microscope. Now people are asking, was this all carefully planned, or did the truth finally leak out? What really happens when two powerful women supposedly compare notes and realize the version they were sold doesn't line up with reality? Stay locked in because this situation is louder, messier, and more polarizing than anyone predicted. The second the rumors started circulating, fans sensed something was off. It reportedly started quietly, almost suspiciously quiet, with a late-night Instagram live from Claressa Shields that many initially dismissed as an emotional moment. But those who paid attention say her energy felt different. Her eyes seemed heavy, her pauses felt intentional, and when someone asked about that situation in the comments, she smirked and said, "I'm done protecting grown men who lie." That single line sent shockwaves through fan pages, reaction channels, and gossip blogs overnight. People were stunned because no one expected Claressa to go there. Nope. As the days went on, the drama allegedly escalated faster than fans could process. Sources claimed Claressa and Remy weren't just venting anymore. They were reportedly lining up timelines, messages, and supposed conversations with Papoose that didn't add up. One insider says old text threads from months back were pulled up side by side, and fans believe those messages exposed a very clear pattern. Promises were allegedly made, explanations offered, then later erased or flat out denied. It was like watching someone get caught mid-magic trick with nowhere left to hide. The source claims the confrontation didn't stay behind closed doors. Bits and pieces started spilling online.
Quick audio snippets, pixelated screenshots, and cryptic captions all started pointing toward betrayal. Fans broke down every sentence, every silence, every single emoji like it was evidence. The internet absolutely lost its mind. Papoose played them both exploded into a trending slogan across fan communities. Reactions bounced between shock and straight-up anger. "I really can't believe he thought we wouldn't notice," one commenter wrote. "Another lie on top of another," someone else fired back. Behind closed doors, Remy was reportedly livid. People close to her say she was blindsided by just how much Claressa already had pieced together, feeling both confirmed and furious at once. She figured out she'd been played too, someone allegedly from her inner circle revealed. According to online chatter, Remy allegedly reached out to Claressa directly. "We need to see how deep this actually runs," the message supposedly read. That text is what fans now call the beginning of an unlikely alliance between two powerful women who had only interacted professionally before. Things allegedly intensified even more during a recorded Zoom call that included Claressa, Remy, and a tight group of mutual friends. What began as measured and calm reportedly turned heated in minutes. One source claims Claressa raised her voice, saying, "I can't believe I stood up for him while he was bending the truth." Remy allegedly slammed her hand down and snapped back, "And I thought I was the only one telling the truth." Once whispers of that meeting hit the internet, fans went into full speculation mode about what receipts might surface next. And according to the chatter, it didn't end with just conversations. Fans claim multiple celebrities connected to the situation were allegedly dragged in as witnesses or unintended go-betweens. One rumored attendee said sides were chosen so fast it felt like a battlefield. Insiders even alleged that figures from the music industry started chiming in. Some reportedly leaned toward Remy, others toward Claressa, while Papoose stayed silent, possibly hoping the noise would fade. Fans were stunned by how intense the alleged revelations became. Screenshots circulated showing what looked like conflicting messages from Papoose, some promising loyalty, others excusing the very behavior that sparked everything. Online detectives began syncing timelines, claiming they could clearly see the strategy he allegedly used to juggle two stories at once. Emotions online were boiling, with threads filling up by the second as people debated whether this was fabricated or the truth finally spilling out. Meanwhile, the rumored family tension only poured gasoline on the fire. One source close to Claressa says her family privately stepped in, warning her about how much should really be aired publicly. They allegedly told her bluntly, "Don't burn everything you've built over this." Hold up, Remy's side reportedly got similar warnings, with one friend cautioning, "Move smart, he knows how to flip a story." But listen to this. Fans tracking the leaks say both women allegedly ignored that advice and kept communicating openly anyway, locking in what viewers now see as a united stand against the alleged manipulation. Then, according to fans, things shifted again after a FaceTime call leaked. The audio allegedly caught Claressa saying, "I can't believe he really thought we'd never connect the dots."
Ray, her voice reportedly shaking with rage, fired back, "We're not letting him slide on this." That exchange allegedly exposed even more holes in Papoose's story, with fans replaying every pause, chuckle, and breath like evidence. Girl, even though they referenced old moments, social media spiraled, with theories about secret meetups, coded messages, and edited recordings flooding timelines. And nope, the chaos didn't end there. Some insiders claimed Claressa then shared what looked like a screenshot from a group chat involving Papoose and another associate, hinting this ran way deeper than expected. Fans were floored. "It's a full spiderweb of lies." That's literally what one comment said. Another user added, "Once you see who's tied in, it's bigger than just him. It's everybody." Online spaces stayed heated as people argued over whether Claressa and Remy would go public or keep everything locked behind closed doors. As the situation allegedly kept unfolding, even new music reportedly got pulled into the storyline. Fans noticed certain bars in Papoose's recent tracks lining up a little too perfectly with the timeline of these alleged clashes. Social media went wild, with armchair analysts breaking down lyrics bar for bar, claiming they were subtle shots about the betrayal. One fan said he was playing victim through the music, while another snapped back, "Nah, that's confession energy." And according to insiders, this fallout wasn't limited to just conversations. Fans say analytics showed massive spikes in searches for Claressa, Remy, and Papoose, signaling the public was fully locked in. Comment sections exploded, with everything from wild conspiracy theories to deeper, more sympathetic takes on where the women were coming from. Fans were split right down the middle, with some calling Claressa and Remy brave for speaking out, while others dragged them for putting private business on Front Street. Either way, listen to this, emotions were sky high, and nobody could pretend they didn't feel the storm rolling in. Even industry insiders reportedly jumped into the conversation. Some warned that this whole situation could seriously damage Papoose's reputation long-term. Others pushed back, saying the women's openness might actually spark more honesty in rap, especially when personal lives collide with business. And it didn't stop at feelings. This alleged drama reportedly sent shockwaves across the industry. A few artists suddenly chimed in online, posting vague messages in support of women speaking their truth. Meanwhile, others stayed completely quiet, clearly not trying to get caught in the crossfire. According to sources, the supposed lies being exposed triggered bigger conversations about trust, transparency, and blurred boundaries in the music world. Fans stayed locked in, feeling like they were watching a real-life reality show unravel in real time.
Behind the scenes, family members allegedly kept inserting themselves, some trying to calm things down, others choosing sides. Insiders say the family dynamic became fractured, yet fiercely protective of both Claressa and Remy, adding even more emotional fuel to the fire. Allegedly, the women pushed for honesty within the family, refusing to let uncomfortable truths get swept away. Fans were glued to the speculation, wondering what private talks were happening and who might ever make peace, or not. There were also rumors that Claressa and Remy quietly shared their story with select media outlets to control how it hit the public. Sources claim those interviews were carefully planned, revealing just enough to confirm suspicions without dropping hard proof. Fans caught every subtle cue, breaking down tone, wording, and timing like a puzzle. That strategy reportedly kept Papoose on defense, with non-stop chatter online about what his next move would be.
One especially wild moment allegedly involved leaked screenshots showing Papoose trying to explain inconsistencies from the past. Fans say those images only poured gasoline on the fire, as arguments over credibility and accountability intensified. Social media turned into a full-blown battlefield of theories, memes, and emotional reactions as each alleged leak added another layer. Sources claimed the alleged confrontation inspired conversations far bigger than anyone expected. Now, fans are left watching, waiting, and speculating. With the alleged tension sitting at a boiling point, Claressa Shields and Remy Ma reportedly appear locked in, moving as one and holding firm control of the narrative. Papoose, meanwhile, is allegedly lying low, staying out of sight. And listen to this. Every step he makes is now being dissected by a hyper-alert fanbase. This saga is nowhere near finished, with emotions, shifting alliances, and unresolved conflict continuing to power a story that's had the internet in a chokehold. The drama reportedly keeps rolling forward, with fresh leaks, posts, and speculation popping up by the day. Fans remain stunned, feelings are still raw, and the story involving Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, and Papoose has allegedly become one of the loudest entertainment sagas in recent memory. As the narrative keeps unfolding, viewers can't help but wonder just how deep this rabbit hole goes. And hold up, what does the end of this even look like? Only time will answer that. But for now, audiences are glued to every update, waiting on the next jaw-dropping turn. And there it is. The drama on the internet is absolute chaos. Claressa Shields and Remy Ma allegedly calling out Papoose's lies has left fans shaken, emotions flaring, and both family and industry more divided than ever. With each new leak, every cryptic caption, and every whispered conversation, the story keeps shifting, and the next move feels impossible to predict. So the big question is, will Papoose finally break his silence? Will this explode into a full public showdown, or will Claressa and Remy keep steering the story on their own terms? Now it's over to you. What's your take on this explosive situation? Do you think these women were truly played, or is there more happening behind the scenes than we're being shown? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is far from over. And don't forget to hit that like button if this whole situation has you just as shocked. Subscribe for non-stop updates and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single twist in this real-life mix of drama and deception. Trust me, you don't want to blink, because with this story, anything could happen next. So stay locked in, stay engaged, and keep the conversation going. This saga is nowhere near finished, and your voice absolutely matters. The internet is watching, and the tea is only starting to spill.